Greetings from Sihanoukville, Cambodia. I want to share my experience getting here from Eastern Thailand. So I decided to go by land, and I was picked up at 8 a.m. by the ferry service to leave the island of Koh Koot, Thailand, and put all my belongings, basically everything I own, on the back of a truck. Climbed in. It took about a 40-30 minute ride to get on the ferry. The ferry was air conditioned, very nice. It took about an hour for us to get to mainland Thailand, where I put everything I own and myself on the back of another truck and rode for about 40 minutes to the bus station in Phat, which is the city, and from there found a mini bus, micro van, whatever, going to the border, and waited for about 30 minutes to get the bus going, 30-40 minutes. We started going, just a bunch of local Thai people. I think it took about 40 more minutes to an hour to get to the border. So then I took my large suitcase, my large backpack, and my guitar, walked to the Thai immigration service. They stamped my passport. As soon as I walked out of Thailand, that's when things became less chill. First, there's no paved road anymore, just a dirt road. And then as I'm walking to the immigration, someone starts shouting, "Hey, hey, hey, come here." So I follow this person's voice. "Come here, come here." I went there, and then they take my passport, take my visa, take my temperature, and then charge me, I think it was less than $1, 75 cents or something. But anyways, yeah, for this health check, health screening. And then this guy takes my passport and my visas, and he's like, come here, sit here. And I'm like, give me my passport. He wants to give me like a taxi. Everyone wants to give you a taxi. So I said, no, give me my passport. And I go to the immigration myself, and I fill the form in, and they stamp my passport. And then as soon as I exit the counter, someone's speaking English to me. "Hey, I have a taxi, 21, 25. And I'm like, 25 what? 25 baht, 25 real, $25. So I've never done a lot of research on traveling there or any currency exchange. I highly recommend you do that if you're gonna do this. Anyways, sorry about my appearance. I just don't care. It's been a crazy couple of days. So anyways, yes, I didn't do any research. He said 25, 21, and I was like, 21 what? 21 real? Yeah. So I just have him take all my crap, to his car, put it in the back of his car. He's like, okay, my other clients are coming, you go wait here. And so I went to wait at his shop, and I was trying to exchange money there, and then I just realized he was quoting me in dollars. $21 to go to my destination. And I was just like, oh, that's not what I wanted to spend, that's not a fair price. So I left this shop, I went back to find him. "Hey, you need me?" He's yelling. I said, "What currency are you charging?" He said, "Dollars." I said, "Sorry, that's too much." He said, "What do you want to pay?" I said, "Don't worry about it. Just give me my stuff. I don't trust you." And as soon as I said, "I don't trust you," he started screaming, "Da da da!" And he started screaming in the local language really loudly. I don't know what he was saying. It was not good. And so I got my stuff. I'm just leaving this border area. I'm just walking. I'm like, I will walk. I will find another ride. Leave me alone. And so I took everything, including my, everything I own. Just walking. It's blistering hot. walking so heavy, everything, you know, can you imagine? Just don't care. I'm just gonna keep going. And I have like motorcycles asking me for ride, and then tuk-tuk asking me for ride. No, leave me alone, no. And then eventually like cars coming, hey, where are you going? See how much bill you want to pay, how much, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, what would I want to pay? And then this guy keeps following me, and I'm like, no. And then eventually I'm just like, okay, I'll pay this. And he's like, okay. So I get into his truck, air-conditioned SUV, so that was good, with all my stuff. And we go to the city, this border city, which I already have sketchy vibes. Anyways, he's just going to these back streets, calling people, and I'm just like, okay. I'm guessing he's looking for more passengers. Anyways, then we go to the bus station, pick up 3 guys who were going the same direction. We hit the road, which there is no road. It's only dirt and gravel and under construction. Not a lot of like road traffic control going on with the construction, so there were a lot of points when we were facing head on with a steamroller and didn't really have any direction. And this guy was going so fast. I don't know what was his urge, but wow.
Once the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is on. If it drops below 50, it blows up.
Anyways, I didn't even feel like I was unsafe for some reason. I was very relaxed. Maybe it was the aircon. So I think it was about 1.5 hours after we started, we dropped these 3 guys off at some place where they were going, and then keep going, continuing for another like 40 minutes to an hour, I think. And then I see a sign that says this way to the capital of the country and this way to the city where I'm going, and he stops there. There are 2 mini buses, and he gives money to one of them and says, you go here, and I go in this mini bus with all the local Cambodian people. And I was just like, okay, fine. I get in the bus, no problems. We're going slowly, and very many stops because we're getting off people, getting on people, and eventually it's like about to get dark. And wow, there's a lot of traffic. This is on a Sunday, and it was so much traffic going into this province, into this city. I've never even imagined, you know, wow. So I can't even tell you how long it took us from that point. 2 hours, maybe 2.5, 3 hours from the point where he dropped me off in that van till we get to the bus station in the town, in the city. It's a very busy city, a lot of traffic. So I'm at this bus station, it's after dark, and now I have to get to my destination, which is a house of a Russian family from Airbnb. And so I am offered a ride by people, but I already have the location, and I'm not going to take a ride at the bus station. I asked them how much. They said $8. Everyone's charging me $1 now. Everyone uses dollars. So I said, no, it's too much. And I just walked with all my stuff in this busy traffic, nighttime, just walking. I have motorcycles offering to take me, and I look at them, and I'm looking at my stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't put my stuff on your bike. Anyways, I just keep walking. I see tuk-tuk offering me, and they say $5. No. And I keep going, walking in the dark. I'm realizing it's really far where I'm going, and I'm like, okay, just keep walking, taking breaks. Every time I take a break, I'm like, how much far can I go? What is the real price I could pay? And anyways, okay, eventually a bike comes, and I'm deadbeat tired from carrying my shit. So I negotiate with him to pay $2.50. It's a bike, a motorcycle. And he puts my extremely large suitcase on his lap. And I'm with my extremely large backpack on my back and my guitar in my front. We go on his motorcycle through the worst, there's no road. I mean, it's not paved. Like, the worst road, it's like just dirt. For like, I'd say 15 minutes. Then we get to the complex where I'm staying and I realize there's no street signs and I can't find the house numbers. And I'm like, where the hell am I? So I just tell him to drop me off at the gate, and I'm asking the gate attendant. The gate attendant doesn't know, or he doesn't care. So I just start walking up the hill, looking myself up the hill. It's like a freaking mountain. Eventually I get to like halfway up this mountain and I see a person, and I'm like, oh my God, can you help me? And they don't reply at all. They just walk away, and I lost my shit. I sat down. I would think I was just completely destroyed. I just started crying in front of this house. And like 2 minutes later, this lady comes out speaking perfect English. Hi, can I help you? I just tell her I'm lost, and this motorbike stopped. And I'm sitting on the ground crying. And this motorbike is like, okay, I'll take her, and this lady's translating to the motorbike to take me where she tells him which street. And so we find the street, but there's no numbers on the houses, or I can't find them. So eventually I get myself together and find the number of the Airbnb guy, and then the motorbike guy calls him, and then I talk to him. I say, okay, I can't find your house. He comes outside, and we see him down. I get to their house. It's like a 15, 14-year-old boy. I think it's a Russian family. Their dad is sitting on the porch smoking. They show me to my room. There's no fan, no aircon. It's so hot. I don't care. And then the bike has to go back to the lady's house to get my large suitcase, which we left there. And he comes back, brings my suitcase, didn't charge me any money. I arrived at my destination 12 hours later at 8 p.m. Welcome to Cambodia.